welcome back to Modern Day Meta. Modern Day Meta is all about bridging the everyday and the sacred. I am Meta, and I thank you for joining me for a quick look at the current planetary influences with a focus on the inner planets. I have created a video for the current outer planetary influences that I will link at the end of this video. This video was produced around March 15th, 2020 in preparation for the collective wellness readings I do twice a month for each element. On this channel, you will find monthly birthday readings and Wheel of the Year Sabbath readings. There are an additional 8 moon phase readings for the collective throughout each month if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Those links are provided below in the description box. So let's get to it. The Sun. So the Sun is finishing up its transit through the sign of Pisces. The connection between our highest selves, our inner emotional world, and our physical, mental, and emotional barriers become much more transparent. There is a deep connection with the divine, the spiritual, and cultivating a practice that focuses on those things. It's a good time to allow your intuition to guide you on what needs and wants to be healed. Around March 19th, the Sun will move into Aries. This is called the spring equinox in the modern world and Ostara in the old world. The word Ostara comes from the Anglo-Saxon goddess name Eostre. Eostre represented spring and new beginnings. For the Aries collective, be sure to watch for your annual birthday video called Planetary Influences of 2020. And for the remaining collective, you can look forward to a Tarot and Oracle collective Ostara reading as well. So the moon is currently transiting the sign of Sagittarius at the recording of this video. This energy is flexible and enthusiastic. The current moon phase is waning gibbous, and it is a period of contemplation, breakdown, and understanding to help you spread the information and process what you have learned at the full moon. Also present, a sense of gratitude for intentions that are coming into form. We are all most certainly in a receive mode during this phase of the moon. In astrology, because the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, which is very, very quickly, it's more practical to track the 8 monthly phases of the moon and align how we flow our energy with those segments of time, whether you conserve energy and rest or you're taking action after planning. Again, to follow these monthly moon phases, be sure and subscribe to my Instagram feed or follow my Facebook page to receive your collective energy reading at each of these moon phases each month. The new moon of March is in Aries on the 23rd. And it will be a good time to set Aries-like intentions, such as intentions for new beginnings, for focus on yourself, for focus on innocence and authenticity, for further self-discovery, independence, courage, and also disengaging from self-absorption. Hopefully, we all joined together on the happy dance that was March 10th when Mercury went direct in Aquarius after a long and emotional season through Pisces and Aquarius. We will still be under the influence of the retrograde conditions throughout the end of this month when the retrograde shadow lifts. On the 17th, Mercury re-enters Pisces once again, giving us a final review on the deeper meanings of our life, nursing our emotional wounds, and sorting out miscommunication. Mercury gets officially lit by the Martian energy of the spring equinox on April 12th when it enters Aries. Next up is Venus, who continues her transit in her home sign of Taurus, which began on the 4th of March and will be concluding in early April. With Venus here, our focus remains on ourselves and developing our needs and wants more fully. We are compelled to examine our ideas around survival, security, love, affection, happiness, fulfillment, and the things we do to meet these needs. This is a potent window for significant change in how you see yourself, how you value and care for yourself, and how you ensure that your needs and wants are being met in your life. Next up is Mars, which continues its 6-week transit through the sign of Capricorn, which began mid-February and will finish up at the end of this month. Over the last 6 weeks, we should have implemented something long-lasting for ourselves and our future stability. Mars brought energy, focus, motivation to the sign of the Goat, where it joined with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn to help us gather the inspiration and burst of energy to keep ourselves going and move forward on projects and tasks securing long-term future stability. As I mentioned on March 30th, Mars is going to change signs and move into Aquarius. If you're wondering what this might look like, if you have previously been afraid to break out of some old habits or change the way you do things, this will give you an extra influx of life into that area. You'll feel more motivated and willing to cross those lines and let go of whatever doesn't withstand your urge for change. And you're tired of wasting your time. You want the most efficient and clear way forward possible, and you're willing to make the sacrifices necessary to get there. This concludes the current planetary influences update for this period. I do want to spend just a moment talking to you a little bit about how to apply this information to yourself personally. And to understand what area of your life will be influenced, you'll need to have your own birth chart that has your rising sign, which then dictates the sign on each of the house positions throughout your chart. I'll give you an example using the information I just shared. Mars is currently in the sign of Capricorn. And on my birth chart, Capricorn rules the 10th house. So the area currently influenced by Martian energy is my 10th house of reputation, status, and career. You can find out for free and get your own personal birth chart at cafeastrology.com, or my favorite is astro.com. And you will need some information, including the time you were born. So be sure and check out your birth certificate and be positive about it. Mom thinks she knows, but she sometimes doesn't remember accurately. So be sure and check your birth certificate. And once you plug in your date of birth, your location of birth and your time of birth, one of these services will produce a chart for you, and you'll be able to understand better how the current planetary influences might be affecting you personally. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate your likes and subscribes. You can leave me a comment telling me about what portions of the video resonated with you. Hang tight, because your wellness reading is up next. Greetings, Water Sign Collective. Welcome to Modern Day Meta. My name is Meta. Thanks for joining me and being a part of the collective that I'm reading for. As promised, here is your reading for wellness, clarity, and healing for the second half of March 2020. If you are a returning member of the MDM collective, hooray! Hi, boo, welcome back. Peace and blessings. I'm glad you're here. If this is your first time here, please check out the welcome video that talks about who I am, who I'm not, and what you can expect if you should choose to subscribe to the channel. All social media links, as well as methods for booking a consultation, are in the description box below. Cards have been casino shuffled and blessed off camera, as well as you can see in here. I shuffle them a bit more on camera so that you can tap in. So here we go. Water Sign Collective, the focus of today's reading is wellness, clarity, and healing. For the general collective of water. Given the energies this collective will be encountering in the next 2 weeks, from March 15th to the 31st, 2020. Bookended between 2 oracle card selections, I'll be consulting Spirit for recommendations from my medicine decks. From the Secret Language of Light, I'll draw and read, and then I will pull 3 cards each from the following decks for your wellness plan. A card from the Stone Medicine or the Crystals deck, a card from the Plant and Sea Medicine from the Energy Medicines Oracle, and Essential Oil Medicine from the Essential Oils Oracle deck. Finally, I will finish up your energy weather wellness reading. I'll select from Keepers of the Light. Any and all beings, most benevolent outcome for this wellness reading for the Water Collective. Water Sign Spirit, March 15th to the 31st. Thank you. Water Signs Spirit, March 15th through the 31st. Water Signs. Spirit. March 15th through the 31st, please. Water Sign Collective. March 15th through the 31st, please, Spirit. Water Sign Collective. All right, let's see what's happening for our water babies. The card that was selected is number 39, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, resonating with Jupiter, expansion and abundance. The name of this card is called Variance. just looking at this card for a moment and studying it, I'll let you do the same. Looks like there are transmissions, a lot of transmissions in the field. I see a lot of angelic presence here as well, kind of overlooking these transmissions. And I think, in a way, sort of alchemizing so that the transmissions can be received. Alchemizing the variance. Let's see what the book has to say, though, for you water signs on variance. Number 39. The differing perceptions of ego and soul. Today, you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing, but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reactions are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts, and when they don't align, you feel wobbly. Variance is a way of explaining the wobble. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory or easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. Your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt, because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perspective of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you are experiencing something that doesn't quite feel right, take a breath and come back to your center. You will begin to feel better, inspired to navigate your inner radar and ready to receive your soul's transmission. All right. So there is some kind of balance or mediation work going on here between ego and soul. For the last half of March, water babies, let's see what what your wellness plan looks like. Did I not pull? I didn't. I'm like, this doesn't look right. Spirit, we need an essential oil card for Water Collective, March 15th through the 31st. Thank you, Spirit. Water Collective. There it is. All right, now it's complete. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? All right, let's start with the stone medicine. Astrophyllite. There you go. Astrophyllite. Maybe? Let's take a look at it and see what the card says. What it is. Astrophyllite gets its name from the Greek word for star and leaf. It forms in precise brown-orange metallic blades that contain titanium and iron. Very rare and very expensive, it's found only in a few isolated locations like Pikes Peak in Colorado and in Norway and Quebec. Who needs it? Anyone with a permission slip for an intergalactic field trip. And where to put it? Wherever you go to blow the lid off, i.e., a Vipassana retreat, an energy vortex, or Area 51. And when to use it? When it's time to step outside of yourself, like way outside, call on the energy of Astrophyllite to electrify you with superhero purpose so you can take flight. The affirmation is unlock your highest potential. So medicine, although it's extremely rare and extremely expensive, maybe you can just screenshot this image as well and look at it. And, put a picture of it on your altar to kind of channel it through. Look it up, see if it's available. Astrophyllite. That is part of your prescription, water babies. Let's see from the plant and sea life. Medicine. You got yellow pond lily. And there it is, beautiful. And the card reads, in the knowing of who I am, I float free. In the knowledge of who you are, I let go. No emotional baggage to weigh me down. No emotional drama to consume my energy. This is about letting go. The color is purple. Purplish color, I'm saying that resonates with your 7th chakra. This is saying also your throat chakra is highlighted. Your meridian or your bladder meridian is active. This does resonate again with the element of water. It is your element, water sign, so you're quite at home. And it seems to me that part of this alignment, this variance in the alignment, has to do with letting go, and especially being on the lookout for emotional drama. And that yellow pond lily, finding a flower essence or this plant would be very helpful in the next 2 weeks for you. And let's check on finally your essential oil medicine. And you've got a special card here. This is Spirit's basically saying that tension is something that you need to be on the lookout for the next 2 weeks. And again, this theme of release and letting go is present here as well. Spirit's really encouraging you. The trigger statement that your ego is probably going to want to glom onto and you need to watch out for is, I have nothing left. And you're encouraged to replace it with a spirit statement, I nurture myself. The message on this card reads, Dear one, it is time to settle. Create a sacred space where you can be in that place of rest. Healing will unfold. Release. The color of this, it's like this kind of amber color. I love this crystal that I have. It's right in that range. It's kind of solar plexus looking to me. So that's another, some more information from Spirit Water Collective on what you'll be encountering for the next 2 weeks and possible things to consider for your wellness plan. Let's wrap up your reading from the selection from the Keepers of the Light. And Spirit drew Sanat Kumara. And the card says light activation. Let you look at him for a minute. It says, shine your light. Your eternal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Right? So when you do get in alignment and you clear that emotional baggage, you clear the clutter, so to speak, and you find that alignment, you shine very, very brightly. Let's see what the message in the book, what additional message the book has for you. So Sanat Kumara means eternal youth and is an advanced cosmic light being who is dedicated to helping the earth rise up toward the light. He is, as far as I'm concerned, the leader of the Keepers of the Light. He has been acknowledged as a god in Hinduism and in the Mahabharata story, which has come down from heaven bearing God's divine plan. In the more recent times, he's been acknowledged as coming from Venus and bringing through unconditional love. He has eyes that are made of the cosmos and an ability to penetrate the soul and activate its brightest light yet. He can seem otherworldly because his looks are beyond human. He is a being of the light, shining with the purest intentions. He is the twin flame of Lady Venus. Together they activate the heart and light of those who welcome their help so they can shine brighter than ever. You are here to light up the world. You may feel that you are being pushed or that there is a lot going on at once, and this is because your energy is magnetic to others and they want it in their life. Take time to listen to your inner voice. Remember the cosmic light of heaven and draw it into you. That is all you need to do to inspire the world. Sanat Kumara. All right, Water Collective, that is your health and wellness reading for the last half of March. If you hung out all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate that. I welcome your comments regarding portions of this message that resonated with you, as well as your likes and shares and subscribes. I'm looking forward to reading for you again very soon, Water Collective. Until then, namaste.